Okay, so come to lying down. So have the knees bent, soles of your feet on the floor. Give yourself a little bit of room with the arms away from the sides of the body. And the palms can face the ceiling, nice open gesture. And let the eyes rest. Give yourself a moment, just really tune into the body. Notice how you feel now at the start of the class. So feeling your contact points with the ground. And try to let the breath flow in and out of the nose with the mouth closed unless you're congested in any way. So we'll start to slow the breathing down, directing the inhale to fill the lower belly, the lower back, the ribs. Everything's softening on the exhale. Allow that breath maybe to become more spacious, so it feels like it's lifting from the belly into the ribs, up into the chest and the upper back. Really try to keep the mind focused on this breath for a few more rounds. And then we're just going to let the arms come alongside the body a bit closer in with the palms down now. And we're going to start to move through some bridges. So have your feet hip width apart, standing on the feet, heels reasonably close to the sit bones. And really feel for a moment the soles of the feet and their contact with the floor. A little bit of energy down each toe into the heel. And then we're going to tilt the pelvis up so the lower back becomes flatter against the ground. And then slowly bring up the lower back from the floor into the middle and upper back as high as feels okay for you. And then just as slowly as that, place the spine back down, upper, middle, and lower. And then we're going to lift and lower in time with your breathing and take one arm at a time with us. So next inhaling breath, lift up into bridge, take the right arm up and over just as far as it wants to go. And then exhale, Bring the arm and the spine back down. Inhale, lift up into bridge and take the left arm up. Exhale down. Just continue that movement in time with your breathing. You might notice some differences in sensation in the shoulders as you move the arms one at a time. Next time you've lifted and lowered your left arm, you should be balanced. And once you've done that, we'll keep the arms down but lift up into bridge again with the hips coming as high as feels okay for you, backs of the shoulders pushing down. And once you're up, imagine your knees want to move towards your toes. And have a few breaths here. On your next exhaling breath, slowly release all the way down. Lift the knees, give them a hug in towards the body, one hand on each knee, keeping the knees together. And then on your inhale, let the knees move away from the body until the arms are straight. And exhale, squeeze the knees back in towards the body. Let's repeat that movement a few times. And turn that now into some slow circles with the knees, massaging your back against the floor. And a few circles in the other direction. And then when you're ready, just let yourself roll over onto one side. Push into the hand to bring you all the way up to sit. And then cross the legs and sit nice and tall. Do use props underneath you if you need to. So keeping the eyes closed for a moment, just let yourself adjust to being up here. Notice your breathing. Try to re-find all that space in the body with your inhaling breath, inhaling and inviting in some energy and some light. And with your next inhale, let the shoulders lift as high as they want to go. And with the exhale, let them come down slowly as low as they want to go. And repeat that a few times, lifting up on the inhale dropping down on the exhale. Do that one more time. And keeping the shoulders down, let your chin fall to the chest. And have a few slow rolls of the chin side to side. Gradually bringing the chin back down to center so it's still dropped, and then inhale, let the chin lift as high as it wants to go. Exhale, let it come down. And just go up and down a few more times. Gradually bring the chin back to center. Good. And then we're going to tip back and free up the right leg comfortably wide out to the side, bringing the sole of the left foot to the top of your thigh. Turn to face in the direction of that right leg, lifting the spine. If you need to prop underneath the knee, do so. And then lift the arms, drop the shoulders. Exhale to fold over the leg. And inhale to come back up again. Let's repeat this movement a few times. And next time you exhale and fold down, stay there. And let the chin drop to the chest. Bringing the awareness to the very bottom of the spine. And just have a sense of that spine slightly lifting and lengthening with your inhale. And the upper body dropping down towards the leg a little bit on the exhale. So then we're going to bring the right hand to rest on the right leg. Inhale to take that left hand up and back. And then reach over into a side bend, taking the arm over to the right. Push down into both sit bones. Good. Slowly bring yourself up. Place the hand down to the floor and then lift up the hips. Reach up and back with your right hand, pushing the hips and the chest forward. And then on your next exhale, slowly come back down. Tip yourself back and stretch the other leg out wide. Bring the right foot to the top of the thigh. Turn to face the left leg. Lift the arms, drop the shoulders. Exhale to fold over the leg. Inhale to come up. And the next time you fold down, stay there. Again, that slight lift and lengthen of the spine with your inhale, upper body melting down on the exhale. And rest the left hand on the leg. Inhale to reach up with the right arm and then take it over into the side bend. Good. Slowly come up and across, bring the hand down, lift the hips, press into the floor with that standing foot. And slowly release all the way down. And bend into that left knee. Make your way onto hands and knees. And once you're there on all fours, we'll have a few slow hip circles. So taking an inhale to take the hips to the right and back. Exhale to the left and forward. And next time you get to the top of your circle, change direction. Good. When you finish your next circle, pause there and then start to move through some cat-cow. Exhale to press your spine up, top the chin. Inhale, slowly lift the tailbone, lift the heart, look forward. Good. Last round. And then we'll stretch the right leg behind with the toes tucked under. Gently push back that right heel. So we can lift the right leg, not very high. Keep the hips as level as possible. And either reach forward with your left arm or rest on the tips of the fingers. Find your balance. Place the hand down, drop the toes. Turn that right foot so you're standing on it and your toes are facing the long edge of your mat. Take your left foot over to the left and your right arm reaches up. And then begin to slowly circle the right arm, taking a full inhale and exhale for your circle. Next time you finish your exhaling breath, change the direction of the circle. And then we'll keep reaching up. Make a fist with your thumb tucked in with that right hand and have a few circles with the hand very slowly. Moving in both directions. Open up the palm and spread the fingers wide. Turn the palm forward and then reach over the head with that right arm, keeping the arm as straight as possible and push down into the right foot. Good. On your inhale, reach the fingertips back up towards the ceiling. Maybe going for a balance here, lifting the right leg with a flex in the foot, or just keep the foot down. Couple of breaths here. And then make your way back down slowly to hands and knees. Stretch out your left leg behind you. Toes tucked on, but gently push the heel back. And then lift the leg and either reach forward with the right arm or rest on the tips of the fingers. Bring the hand down, drop the toes. Turn that left foot so you're standing on it. Take the right foot to the right, left arm up. And then begin those big, slow circles of the arm. Next time you finish your exhale, take the circles the other way. Good. One more circle. Keep reaching up. Tuck your thumb in to make a fist and have a few circles of the hand both ways. And then open up the palm, spread the fingers, turn the palm forward, reach over the head and push down into that left foot. On your inhale, reach back up towards the ceiling, either stay as you are or lift the left leg with a flex in the foot. And then release back down to your hands and knees. Tuck the toes under and slowly come up to a downward facing dog. And in your down dog, just begin to bend one knee and then the other a few times. And just have a few slow breaths in stillness in the pose. Walk your feet to join your hands so you're in a forward bend. And then hold your arms. Have a gentle sway of the upper body. Keep the knees soft. And then release the arms. Push into the feet. Slowly come all the way up to stand. So standing with your feet hip width apart. Press the palms together. And just close your eyes for a moment, feeling down into the feet. I'm just going to change the angle of my camera up a bit. So keeping the breath nice and slow, we'll do a few half salutations, our sun breath. So on your inhale, big circle of the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, come up halfway, nice long flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to circle up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Do 2 more rounds. Just go in time with your own breathing. Good. So we're going to take a nice wide stance with the feet now. And then we're going to come into warrior 2 with your right foot forward. Turn the left heel back a little bit. Bend into your right knee. And open out the arms. Glancing over the tips of the fingers. Steadying the legs. Steadying your breathing. Turn the palms up. And on your next inhale, lift the arms as you straighten that front leg. Exhale, press the palms down as you bend the knee. Continuing this movement slowly with your breathing. Good. Last one. So next time you return to your warrior arms, pause there. And then bring the back of your left hand to the lower back, turn the right palm up, slowly lift up to reverse your warrior. Good. Really strong in the feet as you tilt yourself forward to bring the right elbow down to rest on the right leg. Turn that left shoulder back. And then reach up with the left arm, maybe taking it all the way over the ear. Push down into your back foot. Good. One more breath. So let the inhale bring you back up to your warrior two. And then exhale, release the leg, release the arms. Pivot your feet to face on the other direction, setting up your warrior left side. Bend into that left knee, open out the arms. Good. Just check the alignment of your feet. So you've got your feet heel to heel. And check that that front knee never kind of rolls in. So it's, when you look at your left knee, it's shooting over sort of the middle toes. So you've got the opening up into the hip crease. Strong into the legs. Turn the palms up and then we'll inhale, lift the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale, push the palms down, bend the knee. Keep going with your breath. Good. Last one. So pause there when you get to your warrior. Bring the back of the right hand to the lower back and then reverse your warrior. Push down into the feet, really strong in the legs as you tilt yourself forward. Elbow comes to the thigh. Roll your right shoulder back, then reach up and over and push down into that back foot, feeling all that lovely space being created in the side of your body. A few deep breaths here. Good. Let the inhale bring you back up to your warrior. And then exhale, lower the arms, release the leg. Pivot the feet in now so we have a nice wide stance with the feet and the outer edges are straight. Check the heels are in one line and you haven't got one foot standing further forward than the other. Hands onto the hips, relax the shoulders back. And then slowly fold forward. Keep lengthening the spine as you pull down. And then release the hands that can rest on the legs, on the floor, on blocks. Release the head. Bring your fingertips out in front of the mat. Come up to a halfway lift. And then we're going to bring our wrists together so our fingers are facing in the direction of the short edges of the mat. And you may need blocks to bring your hands higher, or you could bend the knees a lot. And then we'll take a few slow twists. So inhale, take the right arm slowly out and up. Exhale down. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale down. Just moving gently and slowly in time with your own breath. Next time you are in a twist, pause there. Doesn't matter which side, we'll do both. Good. On your exhale, release out of that side, and inhale. Reach up with the other arm and pause there. And exhale, bring the hand down. So have a slightly deeper bend in the knees, bring the hands to rest on your thighs, and then push into the feet and slowly come all the way up. And then bring your feet in, bring the hands to the heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the body now. I hope the legs are ready for a balance. So it's going to come into tree pose on the right side. So balance on your right leg and place your left foot safely inside the standing leg. So try to avoid it touching the knee. Eyes fixed on one spot. You might take the arms open wide. Let's spread the fingers as well. And slowly back to the heart. And release down. Feel the legs, the difference. And then when you're ready, set your tree up on the other side. And again, you might open out the arms. Open up the palms of the hands, spread the fingers. Slowly bring the hands back to the heart. And release. Good. And then we'll bring ourselves down to the ground through a squat today. So give yourself a little bit of space between the feet. And then take your time to come down. And if you don't like squatting, just come straight to sit. Otherwise, maybe take 3 slow breaths here. Good. And then drop down onto a comfortable seat. So we'll just do a few stretches with the fingers and really focus our attention still on the breath. So let the palms face up, relax the shoulders. Keep the breath nice and slow. And then we're going to tap the thumb with each finger in turn. And once you are used to the movement, you might make it faster. And then we're going to flick each finger in turn. And again, that could speed up if you like. Good. And then shake the hands out, rub the palms together. And then bring the wrist together and the tip of each finger to touch, holding that just in front of the chest. Close your eyes. And with your nice slow breath, as you inhale, slowly open the arms out wide. And with your exhale, draw the fingers and thumbs back towards each other until they touch. And repeat that movement a few times, inhaling to open, exhaling to gather back in. You can do that one more time. So next time the hands gather in. Just let the one hand rest at the heart, the other on top of the other hand. Have a couple of slow breaths here, breathing from the belly, perhaps all the way up into the place where your hands are resting. Trying to keep the focus just on these last few breaths. So thank yourself for doing some practice this morning. Thank you all for coming. Namaste. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll see you next week.